Hey, Pastor Steve here, and I believe that I have a word from the Lord for you today. And that word is that it's God calling you. Well, that's 4 words, but I'm still saying this is a single word for us, and the fact that if God is calling us, then shouldn't we be listening? There's so many different things and so many activities that we're trying to do. We get so busy that we get in the way and we don't actually hear what God is telling us. But listen to what he tells us in Psalms 46:10 and 11. Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world. The Lord of heaven's army is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. If we know and we understand that God is our fortress, if we know that he is God and that we are not, then all we have to do is be still and allow him to act in our lives. So many times we get out ahead of God and we try and lead him along the path. We even try and help out God. Imagine that. What kind of help am I going to be able to be to God? Other than the fact that he can use my hands and my feet to talk about the gospel. The reality is that God will move on behalf of us if we just simply allow him to do it. A lot of times we limit him by trying to do all these things ourselves. And he's more than willing to just step back and allow you to completely fail so that you realize that you do need him. Psalms 37:7 basically tells us the same thing. Be still in the presence of the Lord and wait patiently for him to act. Don't worry about evil people who prosper or fret about their wicked schemes. So many times we see people succeeding and we want to just help God out. We want to push him along. We want to encourage him. We want to fast. We want to pray. We want to do all these things to get God to move. The reality is that God has moved. He's waiting for us to simply accept it. So if we can be still in his presence and accept what it is that he's about to do in our lives, then we'll see miraculous things happening. Further on in this same chapter, we see this. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they may never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. I love that translation, don't you? God can direct our steps. He can tell us where we need to go, what we need to do, and if he wants us to do something, he'll tell us to do it. But if he doesn't tell you to do it, why are you going to get out there and try and get in his way? Sometimes we'll try these things out and we'll stumble, we'll fall, but the beautiful thing is that God is always there by our side. Regardless of what your life is like, God is always there to be able to pick you up and drag you up from where you're at. Did you notice that Jesus was right at Peter's side when he was drowning? He was able to reach down, grab him, and pull him up. We can do these things if we simply believe and know that God himself is standing right next to us, ready to pull us up. Isaiah 46:9 and 10 tells us this. Remember the things I've done in the past, for I alone am God. I am God, and there is none like me. Only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. Isn't that powerful? If God is on your side, and if God has told you that he's going to do something, and if God has done something for you in the past, isn't he going to do it again in the future? Can't we rely on what God has already done for us and recognize that if he's promised that he's going to do something else, he'll absolutely do it? He's God, right? Later on in that same chapter, we read this. For I am ready to set things right, not in the distant future, but right now. I'm ready to save Jerusalem and show my glory to Israel. God has promised that he's going to save Jerusalem and he's going to show his glory to Israel, but he's also promised us that he's going to act on your behalf right now. So if God has got a plan for you, if he knows exactly what it is that he needs to do, he's not going to be late. He's not going to need to be prodded. He's not going to be told what to do. He's going to go out and he's going to do it. You know why? Because he's God. Based on these things, this is the word that I believe that the Lord's given to me for you today. I am God and I have plans for you. I am the one who will cause these plans to come to pass in your life. Do not attempt to make them come to pass. Have patience. Walk with me and believe in me, for you will surely see all my plans for you come to pass, because I alone am God. What a good word that is. Why not share that with others on Facebook? You can even take a look at our other posts on YouTube and subscribe to our channel there. See all of our posts as they're revealed. You're also more than welcome to check out our webpage at awfg.today. You can get all of our downloads there. You can download study material. You can check out our blog. You can check out all our previous videos. Either way you look at it, I want you to understand one thing, that you are a miracle going someplace to happen. Make it so.